Okay. Yeah, I really dig Haunted Mansion aesthetics like this, where they got secret passages between rooms. And this game is probably why, honestly. I'm gonna beat people to death with a dustpan. Because I'm sure there's gonna be some ghoulies popping out from the Xbox. Get out of here! Oh, I was right. I was just goofing. Yeah, I gotta remember to hold the thumbstick, because I think in the past I would tap the thumbstick like it's an attack button, but like you pick your direction with it. But you don't have to do that. You can just hold. What's through this door? I don't think I know. Oh, I gotta fight the chairs. Crikey! Haunted chairs! Man, you have so many different terms for exclamations whenever something surprises you. A ghoulie icon on its own means Sir needs to defeat ghoulies of this one breed. In this case, the haunted chairs! Wait, I don't fully understand what you're saying. Does that mean I can only defeat the chairs? So if something else shows up, then I can't attack it? I think that's what that's supposed to mean. Whoops, did I just break one of my own weapons? With one of my own weapons? And now I'm out of both of them. Ow! This chair is kicking my can. Let me grab this can. It's nice to see them dropping them. It's like Zelda. You know, you kill an enemy and it drops hearts. I was gonna say, I wonder if that's the first game to do that. No, probably not. Ow. Get out of here, chairs. Really annoying. Let me grab this soup. Turbo Cooper! Yeah, I'm so fast. Is that attack speed as well as movement speed? I think it is. What's that? What are these posters? Gunfight? And then this is... Oh, Saberwolf. That makes sense. That's a rare game. Now we're in the basement. Spooky, scary basement. Can't say I'm fond of basements myself. Obviously. Like who is fond of basements? I mean, I can understand being fond of, like, being underground or dark spaces. But, like, basements is scary. Everyone knows that. I feel like I never finished my train of thought, but yeah, like, this game definitely left an impact on me as a person, whether or not I finished it. 'Cause I love the spooky aesthetic of it, and the cartooniness. Like, whether or not I jive with the gameplay is irrelevant, because I definitely still adore this game from an aesthetics standpoint. And you know, I never grew up with, like, Banjo-Kazooie or Donkey Kong 64, but I dig their aesthetics as well for, like, their spooky stuff. Which makes sense, because they're also games by Rare, so I'm sure they were using the same sensibilities for aesthetics. You know, probably the same people designing it. I don't need to beat up these imps, I just realized, but I'm going to keep breaking stuff open anyway, because I want to find those rare looks. I'm not going to go for 100%, but, like, let's find as much as I can, at least. Can. There's a can over there. Okay, now we'll grab a broom. Super weapons. Get these spiders out of here. This is me in real life. When a spider shows up, I grab the nearest broom and I smash them like they're a baseball. I also dig the, like... I was gonna say science-y, but kind of... Oh, maybe I should have kept that. You know, the mad scientist, let's phrase it that way, you know, like Cranky's laboratory in Donkey Kong 64. And I'm not sure if I can say that that was this game that, you know, left that impression on me, that aesthetic is great. Because I don't remember there being anywhere like that in this game. But maybe we'll see. But some of the parts that are, like, that are sticking out in my mind. Can I activate this? I just realized X and Y don't do anything, and that's a waste of buttons. But alright. Yeah, like, when I think back to some of the places in this game I remember the most, I definitely do not remember a science laboratory. as opposed to a magic laboratory, I guess. And these spiders' voices are kind of annoying, honestly. Grab the Turbo Cooper. Good. Oh, I'm pressing B. What even is this? Is it just a plank? Man, it reminds me of doing that in Blade and Sorcery. Because of the way that game's physics are, it feels so wrong trying to swing it. But it also makes it kind of hilarious to just beat, to commit to it and beat people up with it anyway. So I'm assuming that this is going to lead to a secret because it was a more narrow passage. Or maybe it was just a shortcut and I could have gotten through here faster. Or maybe I've turned myself around and now I'm confused. Let me just go backwards through the thing I just came through and head back to where I was. I heard that witch! Grunty's not in this, you can't fool me, game! Yeah, I actually wanted to try to make my own, comic series with... Oh, there's a rare book. That takes place inside, a twisted mansion. I never got very far with the ideas for it. Blimey, a mummy! Be careful how you battle this dehydrated fellow, sir. I have a tip for you. Did you know that if you get knocked dizzy, you might be able to snap out of it sooner if you got in a spin? I guess got in as in, I got in some blows. I just love that you can kick them while they're down and they go flying further. It's so brutal to these cartoon ghouls. Or ghoulies, I should say. Your attacks don't seem to be able to harm him, sir. Take this special candle. A little fire should do the trick. Attack using the right thumbstick as normal. Beware though, the gauge in the bottom right corner of the screen shows how much fuel it holds. If it empties, you'll run out of flames, so let it recharge a little before using it again. Sorry, I was burping there. Before using it again. Not using it again. Dispose of this dried up delinquent and I'll leave the candle with you for now. Sir, may need it again soon. Well, it's good that this flame recharges. Yeah, you're not tough stuff now that I got fire, huh? Why didn't you give me this candle before coming in here, Crives? Or Creeves, whatever his name was. It certainly could have used this. I must feel like something happens if you follow the pipes somewhere. But probably not. What if this just... Yeah, this just leads back to the corner. So what even was the point of that? I don't understand. Maybe it was a shortcut and I just misunderstood how it loops around the area. Relic store. Oh, I wasn't in Relic store before. I'm in it now. Ugh, bugs. I'd be more scared of bugs than I would be a mummy, honestly. It's like, Living Dead would just be fascinating, but bugs just creep me out. Don't touch me, bugs. Don't touch me, spider! And I will also just say again, I'm not controlling this. I'm pretty sure none of these first-person segments are ever player-controlled, so you can safely assume if it's first-person, I'm not controlling, unless I say otherwise, which would be interesting, but I don't think this game does that. I think this was past the point in gaming where every game was like, oh man, we gotta have a billion different modes. We gotta have a first-person shooter segment. Oh gosh, he's crotch thrusting? That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I think this was past the point in gaming where they're like, oh man, we're gonna have a first-person shooter segment, we're gonna have a top-down beat-em-up segment, and we gotta have a racing segment. You know, where they're just throwing everything and the kitchen sink into every game, trying to artificially increase the value when in reality it's just like, do one thing and do that one thing really well, and that's how you make a good game. You don't have to have racing minigames and fishing minigames and all kinds of different things. Like, one of the things even people who love Donkey Kong 64 hate about that game is all of the freaking minigames. Oh no, he beat me up! Ow! Ow! He's got his own weapon. He's fighting fire with sort of fire. Ow. That sounds really... Jeez. Oh, he beat me. First death. Meanwhile, I'm down. Can I skip this? No. that was a great first death, though. I'm on the ground, and they're just right before it cuts to reloading. It just clong. Oh no, he's crotch thrusting again. Ah. Or I mean, let's beat him up before he gets up. Don't give him a chance to beat me up. I know that wasn't the guy I died to, but still, point remains. I'll grab super weapons. But does that not apply to the candle? Ah, I broke your Sphinx. How do you feel about that? I was gonna say something stupid. It was like, although I don't know why I'm asking them, they can't talk, clearly. I mean, I'm also talking to a video game screen, so... What? What made me dizzy? But alright, there we go. There's a door open. Yeah! Okay, I'm not... Excuse me, I'm not messing around with all these mummies. I'm getting out of here. I'm not grabbing that soup because it's gonna be a waste. Greetings again, sir. Good to see you have made it safely this far. Yeah, you know, never mind the one time I died. That's non-canonical. You seem to have toasted all of the mummies. No. I mean, I toasted all the ones that were in the way. So you'll no longer be needing the candlestick. That's not how you handle a candle. But I have far better news than that. I have found Miss Amber. Oh, that's her name, Amber. If sir will forgive me, I have also taken the liberty of freeing her from her bonds. No, I'm gonna get mad at you because she's unbound. I wanted the credit of doing it. At last, no thanks to you, I've been freed by that smelly old butler guy. Rude? I suppose you'll be wanting a hug now. Sorry, I kinda got held up on the way. But at least you're okay. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Come on, let's go home. I think there's a soccer game on TV tonight. You're kidding? That's it. Tie me to the chair again. Oh no, it's that one guy from that one game. Not so fast. You won't want to show yourself in public when I'm finished with you. That's just as bad as kidnapping. Don't do that. Indecent exposure? No! This is one of those parts that sticks out of my memory. One of those memorable parts. Ah! Ah! Eggs! Yeah, this boss fight. Oh dear. Oh my. This is just terrible. That was dastardly Dr. Crackpot. He appears to have transformed Miss Amber into a hideous version of her former self. Let me think. Cook may be able to mix a cure for Miss Amber's affliction. I'll tell her to expect you. See, I think it's weird he's calling her Cook, but she also has a name. Her name is not Cook, so we'll find Cook in the kitchen. Wow! I wouldn't have guessed. Which is upstairs beyond the cellar. Hurry now. Oh man, you don't have a basement kitchen? Basement kitchens are the best. There's skeletons in here. Okay, so they're not locking me in the room, so I'm just gonna go. Because I think the mistake I always made as a kid was trying to fight her, and I don't think you can. So, let's just get out of here. Door's open. We're gonna go. Cellar. Oh. So we have the basement, the relic store, and the cellar. Don't get the spinning spider. Please do not spin at me again. I will throw all the bottles at you. Man, yeah, they really stay down when you hit them. Although I think the mummies got up actually kind of quickly compared to everyone else. Which is weird, because you would think they're like the tanks. So they're slow and lumbering, but are really powerful. You know, can really take a beating. Unlike these bones. But I suppose the reality of a skeleton, like a living skeleton, would be... I bet they would be pretty tough. Whereas a mummy would probably be pretty fragile because they have a lot of organs pulled out and they're all... Well, they're mummified. Which I think, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, involves embalming fluids and... I don't know, something about that makes them sound kind of squishy to me. Look at all the spiders. Okay, no challenge just showed up, so let's make the challenge show up. It's the haunted door! I very much remember this enemy, because I remember one time I was talking to a friend about this enemy, and it was mentioning how the door attacks. Turn the camera around. I'm trying to turn the camera around while also trying to get away. And it's not working. Yeah, you can obviously see he's springing the doorknob forward, and I was describing that to the friend, and I accidentally punched him in the face because I was gesturing with, you know, my arm. It's so stupid to think back to. Like, why did I think I needed to explain it like that? It's like I could have just said that the door attacks with its doorknob. I didn't have to accidentally punch him in the face. Oh, here it comes. I need a weapon, I assume. Here's some bottles over here. There's something clanging around. Clanging, jangling. Can I get it? Okay, nope, that's not. Alright. And I just realized I passed up some rooms and some stuff, so I guess I'm not getting every rare book I've passed. I've already passed up the opportunity to get every rare book. Take this! Boodle-doo! That's not the sound it makes when you get hit by a barrel. Take this! Knock knock! It's Cooper! Unlike Sonic, I don't... Swooper? I don't know. I could find more bottles if I break open a shelf. No? I think I might have stunned the door, and I wasted my opportunity to go up and beat up the door. You know, beat the door down with my bare fists. But that's fine. You don't have to take every opportunity you find. Just maybe I could rush him between bounces. He's so smug for knocking me down with the doorknob. Okay. So that appears to be a running theme, a recurring theme. Inanimate objects, or animate objects. It's a wrong word. Did he just make bottles appear? That sounded like he made bottles appear. Yeah, that appears to be a running theme. Is that animated objects cannot be hurt with your bare fists. Which I guess makes sense, because, like, punching a TV would hurt. I mean, not that punching a skeleton would hurt any less. There we go. But, you know, I sure showed him the door. Well, he was the door, and you didn't put up, like, a mirror or anything, so... Yeah. I hope that this game is well-designed enough to respawn, you know, spawn new items if you need them. You know, if you need weapons to be able to defeat an enemy, that it'll spawn those in. Oh, we're on chapter 2 already. The Restoration.